What's poppin', y'all? DDG learned a valuable lesson after these streamers had the nerve to play in his face after he's been making history on this tour.
Sexy Real, my homegirl. If Evelyn would have came to the show tonight, maybe I could have FaceTimed her. Whoop-de-doo, didn't come though. It's all good. Nobody came except for Johnny. Johnny, the only streamer that pulled up on me.
Get it, Johnny. Get it, Johnny. Get it, Johnny.
Yeah.
What dogs are clean?
Hold on, I need to put some ice in it real quick.
Boy, I have to go home. Boy, it's too hot in this.
So this is DDG addressing that this was his last show, the last stop on his tour, his first ever headlining tour, and Johnny, who was his former cameraman, who's now a very successful streamer in his own right, is the only one that showed up in LA. Yeah, you're probably thinking, yo, there's a lot of streamers that live in LA and none of them showed up for DDG? That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. It's so crazy, in fact, that Baby Rich, who's a close friend of DDG's and part of his streamer crew, he would respond to the situation and send out a tweet because he was fed up with it as well. And he would say, these lame streamers fake as F. All these be begging bro for collabs and he'll pull up, but they don't pull up and support his tour. These people dicky and only support when it benefits themselves. And he's speaking facts. Now, this could apply to a bunch of people, but you know what they say, hit dogs holler, or if the shoe fits, wear it. Well, Plaqueboymax decided to jump out and react to this because he felt like it was targeting him, which why would it target him? I don't know. But this was his response.
These lame streamers fake all these. Wait, okay. These lame streamers fake as all these be begging bro for collab. He pull up, but they don't pull up, support his tour. Who is this talking about, bro? Like, bro, oh my God, Baby Rich. Who is he talking about, bro? Who are you talking about, bro? If you're talking about me, say that. Daryl hit me yesterday. He said, yo, pull up. He texted me. He said, pull up. Madly. Day of. Gang, I'll be streaming and a meeting, bro. I have lives and plans. At the end of the day, I fuck with DDG. I was in a hospital for a month. I got out the hospital and same day went to his video shoot because he wanted to drop a single for his album. So suck my whoever's talking crazy or thinks they know you don't know. Baby Rich, I fuck with you, bro. But you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna lie, if you're talking about me. I don't know who you're talking about. But you know who they're gonna try to put this on. Facts. These be knowing, bro. You know who they gonna try to put this on, bro. Like, it's like, bro, you can do this game, just address me, bro. It don't make no sense, bro. You don't gotta do that, bro. I fuck with Daryl. I ain't never hated on Daryl, and I so love Daryl, and I support Daryl. I've done his shit. I've had him in my he's been in my I've been a part of his shit, bro. Because some don't work one time, now the world is ending. How about you congratulate your mans on his tour just ending instead of worrying about other streamers? What is you talking about, bro? It don't make no sense. I fuck with this, bro. Baby Rich, I fuck with you, but I don't agree with what you're saying. It's some bullshit.
So first off, he says, oh, I have a stream in a meeting. Daryl hit me up last minute. You've known that Daryl DDG has been on tour for the past couple of weeks. We've been seeing the clips. So if you're his mans, if that's your homie, he doesn't even need to call you. If he's calling you last minute, you already messed up. You are already not his mans. That's already not your friend. That's like saying like, yo, my homie hit me up about his birthday, you know, like last minute. You should have known it was your homie's birthday if that's something that he cares about, right? Now, some people, they don't really care about birthdays like that. But that's my point is, if it was a big moment, which it is a big moment, it's the first live stream tour by a rapper that's also a streamer. And we got to see all the ins and outs, him moving from city to city. How big of a homecoming would it be? Realistically, you guys should have surprised him. You guys should have pretended you weren't going to go, and then everybody comes out and supports him because y'all got a song together. You guys have performed together. DDG's always done anything he could to help Max. And Max is like, yeah, man, you know, he hit me up like last minute. People got lives and stuff. It's not last minute. We've known about this tour for a very long time. If it was high on Plaqueboymax's priority list, when the tour came out, he would have told his team, hey, guys, put this on the date. We got to make sure that we're at Daryl's tour. Or if you're a member of his team, you goofed big time. If you're a producer or any of these other 25 roles that these streamers now have that they think they need to keep a fan base, you should have seen DDG and just business-wise said, yo, we got to schedule DDG's LA show for Plaqueboymax because that would look great for the both of them and for their fan bases. But you guys weren't proactive in that. So, hey, what can I say? And then Plaqueboymax makes it about himself. He's like, yeah, I was in the hospital for a month, then got out of the hospital, then did a video shoot for his album. Well, the video shoot that you did for his album, wasn't he on one of the songs? So you're still doing for you. It's not, oh, I just did that favor for DDG. No, you got to benefit off of it as well. Now, you were on No Dreads. Yeah, that was the music. The music video was for No Dreads. It was a song. Both of you were on. You weren't just a cameo on a video or a trailer for his album. I'm pretty sure what he's talking about is the Moo album because that came out October 10th. That coincides with that amount of time. But another artist, Bia, that he had a song with, I'm pretty sure she brought him out at Coachella. And that just goes to show that's somebody that knows how to manage relationships. And you don't even got to be friends. That's the thing, which it seemed that way. But you don't got to be friends to know that, hey, this is a good thing that I should show up and support to keep this business relationship going. Because right now, it just seems like it's straight business with you guys. He's like, yeah, I got out of the hospital. What does that have to do with anything? And this does lead itself back to what FaZe Banks was saying about Plaqueboymax. And I agreed with Banks in that one regard. Now, the whole FaZe situation and all that, Banks, we've had our criticisms of him. But when it came to Plaqueboymax, he's like, yo, I was talking to Plaqueboymax for months, helping him out with whatever, personal issues, business issues, things he's struggling with, and then he comes and airs me, or when the FaZe thing falls apart, he comes and tries to dunk on me? What the hell? Well, clearly that wasn't your mans. And then he's talking about like, yo, congratulate your mans. Well, of course, they're friends. He doesn't need to publicly congratulate his mans. That's something that Plaqueboymax doesn't seem to understand. And keep in mind, when he says, yo, I've done this for Daryl, we've done this, he doesn't say Daryl is my friend. He doesn't say that. So clearly, Plaqueboymax must not think that they're friends. And Plaqueboymax's own audience, they start pulling up calls where they allege that Plaqueboymax was just dubbing DDG and ignoring him.
Water every day while he's trying to lock his dreads up is the same as telling him press Vault F4 when he playing Flappy Bird or whatever the game is. Minecraft. You good though? What's up, Pop? What's good, bro? What's good? Looking for you. He never hit me. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, bro, shut the up, bro. Hey, look.
Yeah, I already asked him.
I think this is a little bit of a reach. Like when streamers are live, they're in the zone. They're locked in. They don't want to answer calls unless it's an emergency. And it shows later that Plaqueboymax and DDG would end up having a conversation on Plaqueboymax's stream.
Yeah, nah, I literally got back like a couple hours ago.
If you change your mind, but it's take 2 minutes. It turn up though. That's definitely lit.
And you said what time?
I go on at 9. I don't do pink dress to the end, so I probably do that around like 9:40. Hey, Jason, what time I be performing? What time I be performing? No, pink dress. That's like 9:45. Like yeah, like 9:40. Yeah, like 9:40 type.
All right, bro. Can I let me?
Yes, that's Patrick Anderson. He's on the list.
Let me text him like next 30. I'm live right now, but let me text him the next 30. Give me 1 second, all right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you in a group chat with him just in case, because I might not be next to my phone. So if you decide you want to pull up, let me know.
All right, bet. All right, man.
All right.
Appreciate you. Hey, shout out Daryl, man. I wish he told me in advance, but.
Yeah, you heard that, yo. Shout out Daryl. Wish he told me in advance. You knew he wasn't showing up to that thing. And what the funniest thing is, what did he do instead? This guy ditched DDG to do an in the booth with D Savage. Yeah, D Savage. I'm not saying D Savage is a bum. What I'm saying is that musically speaking, DDG's more lit than D Savage. D Savage couldn't do a tour that DDG just did, as far as I know. So that's number one. Number two is, on top of that, lit-wise, in their industry, as a live streamer, DDG is way bigger than D Savage. And the collaboration and the friendship and the cross-pollination of fan bases is a lot stronger between DDG and Plaqueboymax. Yeah, Plaqueboymax pretty much just swerves DDG. He had ample time to show up to the show. And he also is talking about like, yo, I wish he didn't tell me last minute. What is it that you pay attention to? It says, like I said, this is partially Plaqueboymax's fault, and it's also partially his team's fault for not scheduling this in. We all know that DDG is on tour. I just think it's so historic what DDG did. I think it's so cool, and people are going to look back at it like, damn, that was a really cool thing that he did. His first tour. You know how much of a big deal that is? Especially Plaqueboymax, because if Plaqueboymax ever goes on tour, he's going to be following the DDG model. He's going to be live streaming his tour. So that's something that he should be focused on and willing to learn from, asking for game on it. Well, Baby Rich would reply to Plaqueboymax and say the following.
Max, I'm gonna be totally honest with you, gang. You was nowhere on my mind when I made that tweet, bro. How you gonna be mad at me? Cause you feel like the shoe fit though. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at me if you feel like the shoe fit. Like, I f with you. Like I like when I see you, I f with you and everything else. Like nigga, we done had conversations and everything else. But I make a general post and you feel like it's about you, man. Come on, bro. I'm the type of nigga you like, you know, I'll tell you in person to your face if I felt some type of way. You can't get mad at me about making a general statement and you automatically assume it's about you. If you assume it's about you, bro, that ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. Just to be honest, that ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I f with you. You my mans, but that ain't got nothing to do with you feel like that was towards you. Because if it was towards you, best believe I would have said it. And honestly, if it was towards you, this shit wouldn't even been on the internet. I would have came directly to you and told you. Because I barely stream, so I barely be on here like that, talking like that, bro. It's like, any nigga know me, when I have a personal issue with somebody, I address you man to man, like, on some shit like that.
I don't think, I'm going to be honest, I believe this guy, Baby Rich. If he was going at Max, I think he would have said it. But I think Baby Rich's mind was just, wait, Johnny's the only guy that showed up? Where the hell are all the other guys? That's what he's thinking. I don't think he thought of a particular name. He just thought about everybody collectively. And that's just the unfortunate, like, of course, Max is who we're talking. I'm talking about Max here. There's also a couple of other names, but mainly Max, of all people, 100% should have been there. And this should be DDG's light bulb moment. That guy's not your friend. If you ever have to go out of your way, and he's probably gone out of his way sometimes to do something for him, don't. Never again. And this is another thing when it comes down to it. DDG, I think he treats a lot of these people as friends. And DDG is a good friend, and he's able to maintain so many relationships. When DDG was doing his hit-a-thon, when he had all of these different artists coming in and bring in other artist friends that are really big, like you had Shabuzi in there, you had Kevin Gates, you had whoever, when he was making that album on stream, which was a really cool moment too when he was doing his subathon. The reason why he's able to do that is because he cares about these relationships. And DDG will do stuff with people if it doesn't benefit them, or benefit him, I should say. Like, for example, FouseyTube. You've got Mystic. You've got McQueen. These are people that DDG is like friends with from his vlog era. If Fousey ever needed DDG, DDG's always there, even when DDG has nothing to benefit from Fousey, and Fousey's like at the bottom of his relevance or career. DDG's always doing stuff with McQueen, and McQueen is not like, McQueen's got his streaming fan base and his streaming career going, but that guy's not the most lit guy in the game in comparison to who DDG could be collaborating with. You've got, of course, his own brother, Dub, sure. But you've got these guys like Baby Rich, these people that Deshae, like DDG's doing so much to keep Deshae on. Deshae's also, like, he grinds really hard. But DDG has this whole crew that he's like, yo, guys, you guys need to work harder. Because they're his friends. This guy sees relationships as more than just, oh yeah, I'm going to benefit off of you. He's always trying to reciprocate. And we saw that initially when he first went on Aiden Ross streams way back when. Like, Aiden Ross's fan base really started to take a liking to DDG as opposed to all the other rappers. And keep in mind, DDG went on there when this was peak moonwalking in Calabasas. So he was having crazy motion. And he became friends with Aiden. And he would like defend him, and he would like show up, and he would just treat this as a friendship. So for him, I actually think that he's hurt by this situation. And academics would address all of this.
Yeah, this is kind of the thing about like these streamer things. Like, honestly, everybody got their own thing going on, and this is where I kind of defend Max a little bit. Bro, people got to stop thinking they're friends with other streamers. Like, everybody kind of collaborates when it's beneficial for them, and if you don't really fit in people's plans, they're not going to care that much. Most streamers aren't friends. Most streamers only link with each other when it's beneficial to both parties. Most streamers don't do each other favors just to show love. This is a very competitive space, and what doesn't happen is people just like being happy for each other. A lot of the streaming stuff is fake, where you think people are like happy for each other or whatever, but in reality, it's competition, right? Again, I'm not saying Max didn't have something to do, but brother, you know, he's not going to stop his world to come check you out. And if he was a friend, he probably would. But again, my point is no one's friends in it, right? Like, y'all remember Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross was acting like they were friends for the longest. Now they don't even talk. So when it comes to streamers and stuff like that, to expect somebody to show you love or be there or whatever, y'all are not friends. So I'm not that surprised. Nevertheless, I think DDG's concert was still good. And, the reality is, which I think DDG knows, anytime you have an event and you invite people and people don't show up, just keep working harder, because when you're the wave, when Kai Cenat invites to the Mafia-thon, cancel their own streams. Like, their mama could be on a deathbed. They be like, oh, I got to go to that Kai Cenat Mafia-thon. It's all about clout. So all it means is that, hey, maybe the people you invited felt they couldn't gain nothing from it. And just keep working hard, man. The next time you invite somebody and they show up, you'll know exactly why. You did the work. That's it.
Yeah, what Academics is saying here is true, but it's different for DDG because DDG does not treat it like that. DDG does not feel envy when people are more popping than him. DDG is not only collaborating with people when it benefits him. He has all types of people all the time. And like I said, friendships that he's had for years and years and years ago, he won't talk trash about these people. He'll constantly have these people in his content if he meets them or like links up with them. He won't be like, yo, this guy's hitting my phone, I'm not going to reply to him. We've never heard that. We've never heard somebody that said, yo, DDG switched up on me. We've never heard that from anybody, which is, it's like a real testament to how clean his resume is with relationships for having a 10-year-long career in a space where people are constantly just trying to use each other for fame or get one over on each other and then ghost each other when that person's not lit anymore. It's kind of like the rap game, funny enough. So when you see people like, I wouldn't even say like those Core Boys guys should have been at his show. I don't know who they are, but this should be something that DDG takes a mental note of, is that nobody that ditched your show at LA is your friend. They are not your friend, and they will not be your friend, because this is something that you think of ahead of time, dude. Like, if you are a friend, you know how big of a deal this is to DDG and how big of a deal this is to streaming as a whole. And for you to not even show up when you known ahead of time, it's public knowledge. It's not like, oh, this was a secret, I just had this collab going on, or I just had this show that's randomly happening. No, this stuff takes prep time. So nobody has any excuse for missing this show. Zero. They had over a month to prep to make sure that this one day that they show up to a show in their city, that's the final stop of the tour as well. So yeah, I don't want to hear from any of these guys. They cannot come up with an excuse. Plaqueboymax, he should just come out and say like, yo, he doesn't want to say me and DDG are not friends. Or, I'm more concerned with myself. I don't want to show up to a show in my city. Like, that's a little bit too much work. Well, just the fact that he didn't know ahead of time just goes to show you. But keep in mind, this is the same guy that said that he broke up with his girl. At least he admitted it and was honest. He broke up with his girlfriend that he loved and treated him so well and was there for him in the hospital. Like, he brought up that hospital thing that he was in for a month because, I can't get clowned by the internet. That would harm my career. Crazy. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.